this is really a goal of our steering committee to create value for our community. So one of our goals is to build a community dashboard to allow for us to monitor the health and progress of our community. This has been a great team effort with people across different institutions. And a part of this goal is behind this is what we want to be able to do is provide you resources. We know we've got activities going on in a lot of different directions. And so we want to help connect you and highlight activities throughout the OHDSI community. We've got over 20 working groups. We've got a lot of network studies that are going on. And so we wanted to provide a mechanism for doing this. We want to help researchers find collaborators in OHDSI to partner with. It could be tied to a specialty, or it could be just to a topic or a disease that you're looking for. And so we want to be able to help connect our members better, and of course, identify opportunities for making strategic impact. And so what we've done is we've built a dashboard, we've leveraged public APIs, and the goal is going to be 3 parts to this dashboard. We want to look at activities around education, the ways that we onboard members into the OHDSI community and train them, ways that we engage them in developing new tools like on GitHub and doing network studies, and also how that evidence begins to make it out into publications. And so we're really happy to announce the first part of this, the first dashboard to be released is going to be our publications tracking dashboard. It is a GitHub project that we have in the OHDSI community. We'll be submitting an abstract if you want to have any more details, but the goals are to help you find articles that are important to you, to help, it does a daily mining of PubMed for new articles. So if you can't wait until Craig tells you about the new articles every week, you can go here to look at them every day. It actually does a fuzzy matching with Google Scholar to get citation tracking as well for those articles. And then of course it links out to the articles and allows you to be able to then slice and dice this data. You can sort it by the oldest or newest or by citation count. And you can also doing string searches around this. And I just wanted to highlight, I really wanted to thank Star, who's just a tremendous graduate student in our program, who's done a good bit of this work. And so I'm going to jump over to the website now and show you what it looks like. And so here's the website, it's dash.ohdsi.org. And so this gives us two graphics to show just the impact we're making to our community. There's the rise in articles that we've had since 2011. Does anyone know what that article was from 2011? If you do, put it in the chat, but you can see the number of articles has been growing steadily. And actually, in the orange is the number of citation counts we've had. So we're now up to over 8,000 citations of all of our articles. And even for this year, we have 46 articles. Last year was a banner year and we had 86, and we're not even halfway done. And so we're on really good track for exceeding that goal for this year. And then we also wanted to highlight all the new researchers we bring into our community and how big the community has gotten. So we looked at just the number of unique names in our publication list and our authors. And so we've actually seen how many new authors we're seeing per year entering into our community. And as you can see, we've had over 183 new authors published in articles just this year that are new to the OHDSI community. So this is really signs where we're looking at a strategic level for growth, but we want you to use this tool to look for articles. So does anyone have a clue what the first article is? If you don't, I don't blame you. One of the things you can do is this is a data table. And one thing you can do, you can go through here and you can see all the articles that are related to OHDSI. And you can actually scroll through them and paginate them if you want to, or you can just look at any of these tabs and then search. So you'll see here is the creation date, the authors. When there's more than 6 authors, I'm truncating it just because it takes up too much space. The name of the article, and you can link out to the article, the journal, any mesh terms, and how many times it's been cited. And of course, articles that have been published in the last week, it's pretty unusual to find them to have higher citation counts. But one thing you can do is you can filter this and you can reverse it. So here in 2011 is really one of our first articles on on validation of the common data model for active safety surveillance research. So it's fun to look at it here. The other thing that I recommend doing is whenever I'm writing a grant or writing a paper, I look at some of our most highly cited articles. I found this to be really useful for going through and quickly and popping up the articles, finding the references I'm looking for or the statistics I'm looking for. And so I often find I use citation count and creation date for sorting, but then for the other terms, what I end up doing is I'm going to look for people. So I might look for someone like, let's see, we see John Duke in here. So I'll put in Duke. and you can see all the articles that John Duke has written. And interestingly, we have been playing around with, you'll see the years that those articles were published. This is only if he's not in that middle group of 14 authors, but you can kind of find yourself authors this way. You can also use, it's also useful for finding for topics. And so you can say, find me all the articles on COVID, and it'll show you what years they were published, but you can quickly get to all of those lists. So it's easy to search. It's easy to undo the search, and tries to help you, will hopefully help you find articles a little bit faster, and to find things that could be useful to you, or to find other colleagues that you can connect with within our Odyssey community. So I encourage you to take a look at this and to start playing with this. This will be linked on our main page, but it'll be dash.odyssey.org. And what we'll be doing is we'll be rolling out new tools next month on different aspects of the Odyssey community that we want to highlight and we want to look at as an engine.